All right, get ready, because today we're taking a deep dive into this fascinating material, all about networking principles.
It's amazing stuff.
We're working from these PDF excerpts, and they're all about expanding your network and your net worth. Because in business and life, it's really all connected, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
One line from the material really jumped out at me when I was preparing for our deep dive today.
Oh.
It says, "Birds with bags can never be glad." What could that possibly have to do with networking?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Right.
And luckily, we've got our expert here to help us untangle this whole web of wisdom.
I'm happy to help connect those dots.
I think that quote hints at freedom, right?
Yes.
Freedom and detachment from material things.
Yeah, I think that might be a key theme here for sure.
Very intriguing. And the source material kind of dives right in, saying you are the common denominator in your success.
True.
It's almost like a challenge, isn't it?
Oh, for sure. It's definitely about taking ownership.
Okay.
And the source actually calls out these things called comfort zones and slave mindsets,
Interesting.
which are like these sneaky patterns that can hold us back without us even realizing it.
Without us knowing.
Exactly. And I think recognizing those patterns is like step one
Okay.
in breaking free from those limitations.
Yeah. It's like we're laying the foundation here,
Definitely, yeah.
But then it gets really interesting because the source spends a lot of time talking about image,
Yes.
both how you present yourself physically
Right.
and online.
It's so important, especially these days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And it's not just about looking sharp.
Right.
It's deeper than that.
It's about alignment. Your image, especially online, it should reflect your values and attract the right people into your network. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Your online presence, I mean, that is often the first impression you make, especially in the business world these days. So, I mean, does yours convey the message you want it to?
Wow.
Are you attracting the right kind of opportunities?
That's a really good point. I'm definitely going to reevaluate my LinkedIn profile after this.
Yeah, I think we all should.
But it's not just about appearances, right?
No.
This source is huge on mindset.
Absolutely. And it highlights a common struggle that a lot of people deal with, I think.
Oh, okay. What's that?
Making decisions. That fear of failure, overthinking those, can really paralyze us.
Oh, yeah. I can definitely relate to that.
The source calls this out and suggests we train our thoughts to become more decisive.
Easier said than done.
Right.
So how do we actually do on that? It sounds great in theory, but putting it into practice, that's where I think a lot of people get stuck.
Yeah, I agree. I think you got to start small.
Okay.
Becoming aware of your thought patterns. I mean, that's really the first step,
Yeah.
And when you find yourself hesitating about something,
Ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen?
okay.
Often our fears are bigger in our heads than in reality.
Yeah, that's true.
And practice making small decisions quickly.
Okay.
Just to build that decision-making muscle. It's like any other skill, really.
Yeah, okay.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
So it's like we're training our brains, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
We would train our bodies at the gym.
I like that.
Practical and actionable. I love it.
It's all about taking those small steps.
Okay, so we've got this foundation. You're in control, image matters, and mindset is key.
Those are the big ones for sure.
It's all starting to connect.
Yeah.
But how does that cryptic bird quote fit into all of this?
Right, back to the birds.
Birds with bags can never be glad.
Well, maybe it's about not letting the bags weigh us down.
Bags?
Yeah, the material things.
Oh.
The fears, the doubts.
Okay, yeah. Maybe true freedom and maybe true success in networking, it comes from having an unburdened mind.
Wow. That's a powerful thought.
Yeah.
It's like we're decluttering our minds to make space for real connection and growth.
I like that, decluttering our minds.
And that brings us perfectly to the next part of this deep dive.
Yeah.
The networking game itself.
Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we've laid some groundwork.
Yes.
Mindset, image, all that good stuff.
It's the foundation.
Right, but now let's get into like the actual game of networking.
Okay.
The source talks about duplication. And it's not what you might think.
What is it?
Like, you're not creating clones.
Oh, no.
It's not about that. It's about, building a system, a way of operating that's so effective
I see.
that other people actually want to replicate it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So think about it.
Yeah.
What makes someone worth duplicating?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What are their key traits? What are their skills, their values? I think that's where the real power lies.
So it's like becoming the kind of person that other people want to, like, emulate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not just about your own personal success. It's about creating a model for success that others can follow.
A blueprint.
Yeah.
It's like leaving a legacy, not just a footprint.
I like that.
And that leads us to this, I think, really interesting analogy that the source uses.
Okay.
It talks about shipping and handling different types of relationships.
Shipping and handling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It breaks it down, like the whole networking journey into these 4 distinct stages.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Let's break down these ships.
Right.
What are they and what makes each one unique?
Okay. Well, it starts with friendship.
Okay.
That initial connection, that spark, you know, like shared values, common interests.
Yeah.
Like, you know, laying the foundation.
The basics.
Yeah.
And then as you, like, you know, invest time and effort, you move into relationship.
Oh, okay.
You're nurturing that connection,
Yeah.
right? You're helping each other grow.
Yeah.
Building trust, giving support.
Mutual support.
So it's not just about collecting contacts.
You know.
It's about investing in those genuine connections.
Exactly. It's about quality, not quantity.
And then we level up to partnership.
Okay.
So now you're collaborating towards shared goals. There's that sense of shared responsibility,
All right.
a commitment to each other's success. That's where I feel like that synergy really kicks in.
Oh, for sure.
And finally, we reach leadership.
The top level.
I'm guessing this is where things get really impactful.
Absolutely. It's about guiding and mentoring others, empowering them
Right.
to become leaders themselves.
Okay.
It's about, you know, paying it forward, multiplying your impact by creating this, like, ripple effect.
I love that visual.
Oh, it's power.
A ripple effect, you know, of positive influence spreading outward.
Exactly.
But navigating all these relationships,
Yeah.
I mean, it can't always be smooth sailing, can it?
No, of course not.
There's going to be some bumps in the road.
There are always challenges.
Right. So what are some of the potential pitfalls that we could run into?
Well, I think, you know, early on, it's easy to waste time on connections that, well, they're just not truly aligned with your values, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And in the relationship phase, you might, you know, overgive or neglect your own boundaries.
Yeah, you could get taken advantage of.
Definitely.
Right, and the partnerships, those can be sabotaged by,
Oh, yeah.
you know, poor communication.
For sure.
Misaligned expectations.
It's huge.
Yeah, it sounds like self-awareness and just clear communication are crucial at every stage.
Absolutely, yeah.
And speaking of potential pitfalls, the source gets really real about money. It states very plainly, people are more valuable than money. What do you make of that?
I think it's a good reminder to focus on the long game. Okay, you know, if you're only in it for transactional gain, you're missing the point. Building genuine relationships, helping others succeed. I mean, that's where true abundance lies. Both financially and personally.
It's like we're shifting our perspective from short-term gains to long-term impact.
Exactly.
Okay, but how do we actually put that into practice?
Right.
Because the source doesn't shy away from the higher level strategies.
No, it doesn't.
It even uses this term. It says breaking bank.
Oh, wow.
That sounds a little intense.
Yeah.
But I think it's more about pushing boundaries than actual bank accounts, right?
I think it's about challenging your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, where are you holding yourself back? What risks are you avoiding that might be worth taking?
Okay.
You know, I think breaking bank, it's a mindset shift.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that growth often happens outside of what feels safe and familiar.
So it's about embracing discomfort as a catalyst for transformation.
I love that, yes.
And that ties in with the source's challenge to redefine how we measure success.
Right.
It's not just about money or, you know, achievements.
Yeah.
It's about something much deeper.
It is, yeah.
What is it?
I think it's about aligning your actions with your values.
Okay.
It's about making a meaningful contribution to the world, leaving a positive impact.
Right.
It's about defining success on your own terms.
Yes.
Not based on someone else's metrics.
Okay, so it's not just about climbing the ladder. It's about making sure you're climbing the right ladder.
That's a great way to put it.
The one that leads to a life of purpose and fulfillment.
And to help us navigate this whole journey, the source gives us this framework.
Okay.
The 5 W's.
5 W's.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a roadmap for proactive thinking and action.
All right. So it's about moving from reaction to creation.
Yes.
From being a passenger to like becoming the driver of your own life.
And it all starts with why.
Okay. The why.
Understanding your purpose, your driving force.
So we're digging down to the root of our ambitions.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
What's the deeper motivation
behind your goals?
Yeah. What's that driving you?
Okay. And once we have that clarity, we can move on to where it's about envisioning your desired outcome, right?
Exactly. Where do you want to be?
Yeah.
What does success actually look and feel like?
To you.
To you. This is where you paint a picture of your ideal future. Yeah. And the more vivid that picture, the easier it becomes to chart a course towards it.
So we've got our why, our where. Now it's time for when.
Okay.
This is where things, I think, often get really tricky.
Yes.
Procrastination, fear of failure.
It creeps in.
All those sneaky roadblocks.
They're there.
So how do we get past them?
Well, I think it's about overcoming those mental barriers and taking action. Okay.
Setting deadlines.
Okay.
Breaking down large goals into smaller steps and holding yourself accountable.
Okay.
Remember, progress, not perfection, is the key.
Action is the bridge between dreams and reality.
Beautiful. I love that.
And to fuel that action, we need to address the what.
Right, what?
Understanding the resources and sacrifices required to achieve our goals.
Right, so this might involve investing in education, acquiring new skills, maybe even letting go of things that no longer serve you.
Yeah.
It's about making conscious choices that align with your vision.
Aligning your actions with your priorities.
Yes. And finally, we have the who. The people who will support us on this journey.
Right. This brings us back to that idea of building a powerful network.
Absolutely. Your network is your network.
Surround yourself with mentors, collaborators, cheerleaders, people who believe in you and challenge you to grow.
So important. These are the people that will celebrate your wins. Yeah. Offer support during those setbacks.
Absolutely.
Help you navigate the inevitable twists and turns along the way.
That's what it's all about.
It's amazing how all these concepts, they kind of weave together.
They do.
Forming a tapestry of success that's both personal and interconnected.
I agree.
We've covered so much ground today.
We have.
From the importance of mindset and image to the power of relationships and proactive action.
That's a lot.
But I think this final quote from the source,
it
really encapsulates the essence of this whole deep dive.
What is it?
It says, you must gain control of your money, or the lack of it will forever control you.
That's powerful.
It's a powerful statement.
It is.
That speaks to the importance of financial empowerment.
Yeah.
But I think it goes beyond that too, doesn't it?
It does.
What do you think?
I think it's about taking ownership of your life.
Okay.
In every aspect of your life.
It's about understanding that true freedom comes from aligning your actions with your values, your goals, your vision for the future.
Exactly.
It's about recognizing that you have the power to create the life that you want.
Yes.
And that journey starts with taking control.
Taking control.
What a brilliant way to wrap up this deep dive.
It's been a journey.
It really has.
Yeah.
It's been incredible exploring these networking principles with you.
I've enjoyed it.
But the real journey begins now.
Right.
As our listener takes these insights and applies them to their own life.
So true.
So to our listener out there, we encourage you to keep exploring.
Keep questioning.
Keep questioning.
And keep taking action.
Keep taking action.
Got this.
Remember, you are the architect of your own success.
You are.
Until next time.
See you then.
Keep diving deep.
This excerpt from Dr. Jason Llewelyn-Miller's book, Applicable Networking Principles to Expand Your Net Worth, offers a comprehensive guide to maximizing digital presence and profitability. It emphasizes the importance of self-belief, a positive mindset, and strategic networking to achieve success in business, particularly in network marketing. This book details practical strategies for building a strong online brand, cultivating relationships, and mastering effective communication. It stresses the significance of understanding personal values and aligning them with goals, and encourages readers to overcome limiting beliefs and embrace consistent effort. Ultimately, the book aims to equip readers with the tools to expand their net worth and achieve financial freedom.